What's up, family? Broken Prophet here, and again, I'm back out in the middle of the field, and I just did some work here on the hoodoo homestead and decided I'd do this like real short video. I'm gonna keep it short because a TikTok friend of mine told me that I got to keep stuff short for y'all over here. So anyway, here you go. And what I want to talk to y'all about is this thing right here: red brick and red brick dust. See, red brick dust has been a staple in the hoodoo religion tradition, whatever you want to call it, forever. Honestly, we have been using red brick dust in protection or for protection for a very long time. But unfortunately, when I kind of peruse around this app, y'all out here doing it wrong. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault. In 2005, a movie came out by the name of The Skeleton Key. And that movie in 2005 sparked this hoodoo craze. Now everybody wants to be a root worker after that, right? But unfortunately, the marketeers, the people who want to sell you hoodoo, they had a very limited knowledge base. And so they just started making stuff up because they know y'all love spooky stuff. So here, let me clear up some things for you. Number one, you do not just lay a line of it across the door like they did in the movie. It does nothing like that. All somebody has to do is, and boom, your protection is gone. That is not how you do it, okay? Traditionally, what we do is we take the red brick dust and we mix it with a couple of drops of urine. I know, I'm explaining it in a minute. All right. I mean, not a whole bunch, but a couple of drops in order to make kind of like a paste. And then we scrub that in front of our doorway. And then we cover it up with a welcome mat so that no one can see it. Okay. Two, another misconception. It does not matter where the red brick comes from. It can come from Lowe's. It can come from Home Depot. It can come from Wally World. It does not matter where the red brick came from. See, the marketeers in trying to sell you hoodoo, they know that if they add a little bit of spooky to it, spooky sells, whereas regular doesn't. So they're going to either add the moon, something spooky, fire, or blood, and they know if they add one of those elements, y'all going to buy it up. So it doesn't matter where the red brick comes from because our ancestors are very practical people, and they knew that a brick it protects. It's a wall. It doesn't matter where that wall is, at a cemetery, at a church, at a house, at a prison. A wall is a wall. It keeps stuff in and it keeps stuff out. So don't go thinking you got to get it from some arcane, obscure location. You don't. Okay? And three, you know, people often will, well, I'm not saying they're trying to lead you astray, but they don't know where the red brick origin came from. And I like to educate. I'm not here, I didn't come over here to this app to disparage anyone or to say no one knows what they're doing. I think that sometimes we get so caught up in what we've done for so long that we don't understand we've been doing it wrong the entire time. So the origin of red brick dust in hoodoo comes from Exodus chapter 12 verses I think 21 through 23. Here, let me. Yeah, I keep the scripture with me. Don't you? And you supposed to be a root worker. But anyway, listen. This is when the children of Israel were trying to leave Egypt, right? It's the Passover. And the Lord was going to send the angel of death down upon them. But the children of Israel were given specific instructions so that the angel of death doesn't hit them upside the ace, too. And they were told, here we go. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, Draw out and take ye a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out the door of his house until the morning. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians. And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. So the blood was put there so that the angel of death, the destroyer, knew, don't go in that house and mess with them. And we, our early hoodoo ancestors, saw that scripture or heard that scripture, because some of y'all say they couldn't read, prophet. And they knew, listen, we don't have many unblemished lambs around here, but we do have some red bricks and some piss. Listen, that's not what they said. But see, the early ancestors, harkening to our African roots, we understand that we are a part of nature. And one thing that is natural is out here, no matter what, lion, tiger, bear, wolf, hyena, dog, house cat, we mark our territory with one thing. So when we incorporate that with the red brick dust, one, we're using a protection, and two, we are marking our territory. We're telling whoever, don't come here, this ain't what you want. Okay? So there you go. That's that passage. We mark the door to suffer not any negativity to come in the house, but also as a warning that this ain't what you want. Hopefully y'all got some value out of this, all right, and it cleared up any misconceptions that you might have had about red brick dust in hoodoo. Okay, don't just lay it in front of the door thinking you done created some kind of a force field, some spiritual barrier. No, mainly what happens when you do that is people who don't mean you any good just decide I don't even want to go over there. You have a party and they never want to show up, whereas before they always showed up to start some mess. Now they don't want to show up. So there you go. Hopefully y'all like it. Man, share this video to help educate some people. Again, we not out here disparaging what anyone else has said. I'm just a Southern man that's pretty old and been doing this almost 40 years. I'm just trying to clear up some misconceptions. All right, y'all have a good one. Profit out.